What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're going to talk about the zombie Juggernaut. We have the latest Datamines and they already have information about the release method of this character, and guess what? It's going to be pay to win. What that means is that if you buy his offer, you're going to be able to go through a campaign that will give you additional rewards. So it's up to you to decide if it's going to be important for you or not to purchase this character and get those additional rewards or not. Maybe it will justify its value. If it was like a zombie Iron Man in the past, these characters have a premium price on top of the normal price, so it might scare some people away, as the shards for these characters are like very overpriced to say the least. But we'll see. So we're gonna take a look at the Datamines. We're gonna take a look at the kit of this character, if this character is gonna have some value for you or not in their specific game mode where they're gonna be useful in Alliance Wars, but also outside of it. And after, you have to make the decision: is this a character that we should purchase or not? Is this your favorite character? It's up to you to decide that and go forward with it. As soon as the character will be available, we'll be making testing with them or with him and the Undying characters. I already have some ideas in mind of legendary characters that could be used with Undying and have some insane play with them. And also some characters like symbiotes that could come back to the meta when paired up with these guys. So we're going to talk about all of that in this video. And as always, if you like the information on this video, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button. Okay. First point, we're going to talk about Zombie Juggernaut. I want you to pay close attention to how many shards you need to unlock this character. 45 shards, that means it's going to be a 2 stars unlock. And when you take a look at the Datamines, the missions that allow you to get additional rewards, they start at 3 stars and above. And this is why the character is going to be somewhat pay to win, because the more yellow stars you get on this guy, the more nodes you'll be able to progress towards and get those additional rewards, and supposedly the rewards are going to be very good. So new campaign that requires Zombie Juggernaut to be at 3 yellow stars, 4 yellow stars, 5 yellow stars, 6 yellow stars, 7 yellow stars in order to participate. With this campaign you'll be able to earn not with this campaign, in my opinion there will be a secondary campaign where you'll be able to obtain viral orb fragments, and with those orbs you're going to be able to get Zombie Juggernaut shards. So I'm also going to assume that there will be a power core component to it, that you can spend your power cores to get additional energy, refreshing the nodes and get more character shards for him. So maybe it will make sense to spend like a huge amount of power cores to get those additional yellow stars, and then maybe you can get a 5 yellow star of Juggernaut by spending power cores, and that will give you all those extra juicy rewards. But we'll talk about that whenever the event becomes available, and we'll break down all the math and all the prices for you to make your own educated decision. Okay, so beyond that we have some story about Hela and the undead allies. We have infectious energy. This is going to be the one that you're going to use on the campaign in order to get those fragments to get Zombie Juggernaut shards. And then we have the different levels. I would say that these are the levels of the campaigns where you unlock the orbs and shards for Zombie Juggernaut. So the highest difficulty will require level 85, gear T15, and the ability levels 6. So it's not going to be a huge deal. Most veteran players should be able to complete this fairly easy. Okay, so now that we know that Zombie Juggernaut is going to be a little bit pay to win, we're going to take a look at his kit. His kit is very important, but the stats are also very important. Zombie Iron Man is a kit-based character. His stats are not important at all. Even if you have Zombie Iron Man at 2 yellow stars, he can do amazing things. Zombie Juggernaut is not exactly the case. He has a great kit, but the kit gets so much better if you have more yellow stars, red stars, eyes await and gear on him. Speaking of gear, a lot of people ask, should you take this character to Dark Dimension 6? In my opinion, no, because it's a new character, so you have to spend like 20 million gold just to get him to level 95. And then on top of that, you also have to spend the gear and so on. So it's going to be like a 30 million gold investment, and it's not that great. But it's a character that down the line you could take to gear tier 18, because these undying characters, it seems like their shelf life is going to be very, very huge. Okay, now with that in mind, let's take a look at the gear users. So 3 sets of mini uniques for the gear tier 18. He requires infinite energy, which is not the worst in terms of centerpiece uniques. He's sitting at 1.2 million health. He's going to get a 50% boost from Zombie Iron Man, and then he has 85,000 health, 85,000 damage, which is going to get a boost from Hela, and that's going to be around 100,000 damage. So 1.8 million, 100,000 damage is pretty great. 60,000 armor is a tank, so the armor is good. 27,000 focus, he applies negative effects, so the focus is important. And 60,000 resistance, once again, is a tank, so armor and resistance is going to be important as well. Now, what is not good is his speed. 112 is kind of lame, but that will make sense after you see what he's able to do. Okay, so let's take a look at his kit, and once again, this character main playground is going to be Alliance Wars. That means that he's going to have some parts of his kit that we are going to redact just to see how much we are missing out from his kit outside of Alliance Wars. So on the basic, not much. Special, ultimate and passive, so we are not missing out too much. Characters in the past, like US Agent, it was like 75% of their kit were redacted because it was like absolutely raids only. It's not the case with this guy. Okay, so with this basic, he's going to apply bleeds, spread bleeds, and also do additional damage to the enemies. You have to be careful with the basic, because the enemies can be counter-attacked, so if you're using Zombie Juggernaut against Apocalypse or Red Hulk, you should be very careful with that, because you are going to give speed up to them and charges. If the characters have bleed, you're also going to do 10% additional damage, and this is going to be based on the target's health. So if you're facing like Super Scroll or Apocalypse, then you're going to remove 10% of their health. It's not health steal, but it's like health steal but without healing. Okay, taking a look at the special, is going to remove taunts and immunities from the enemies. This is not going to be useful against Bifrost because this character is way too slow outside of Alliance Wars. It's going to apply slow for 2 turns. It's going to extend all negative effects, including stun, taunt, and blind disrupts. So this alone will have huge value right away. Gain deflects, gain taunt to a maximum of 2. In Alliance Wars, is going to apply trauma to all enemies for 1 additional turn. So if you are pairing him up with maybe Omega Red, you could extend the traumas for additional turns, and that would be quite amazing. He gets extra focus, so you don't need to have him as a skirmisher, and that makes his special very, very good. Now, in terms of the ultimate, the ultimate is going to do insane amount of damage. It also has a drain component to it to make sure that Zombie Juggernaut stays alive all the time. And this is why the gear and the yellow stars and red stars are going to be so important for this character. Also, in Alliance Wars, is going to prolong all bleeds on the target, and is going to spread bleeds on the primary target and adjacent targets. And we have some new characters out there that also spread bleeds, so that would be interesting. He's going to clear negative effects from himself and heal for additional 10%, similar to what Deadpool does. Now, it would be something very interesting to use, for example, Carnage and Scream with the zombie Juggernaut. So all the bleeds that they apply right away and negative effects, you could spread them, you could extend them and get some additional value from those old characters that right now they are not as useful, but they could greatly improve this team because how fast they are whenever Greg dies or whenever the enemies get at low health. Now, taking a look at the passive of Zombie Juggernaut is quite great right away from the beginning because he has taunt on spawn. So like Absorbing Man, Red Guardian, Drax, Bishop is going to have value in other game modes when you want to focus the enemy fire on a specific location. Beyond that, he is going to have a charge mechanic. He's going to get speed bar based on how many charges he has. He's going to get additional damage based on how many charges he has. He's going to have stun immunity and additional resistance, which means he's going to be a very difficult tank to deal with. If he has up to 5 charges, he's also going to have the ability of reviving, which makes him very good, very reliable as a tank. I assume that whenever he is going to revive, he's also going to get taunt on spawn, but this is not going to be as good as Zombie Iron Man because Zombie Iron Man can spawn all the time. It's not going to be the case for this guy. In Alliance Wars, he's going to get 2 additional charges. He's going to get Drain per charge, which is going to make him massive. And the enemies will lose resistance if this guy is above 50% health. And enemies cannot gain speed up if this guy is also above 50% health. But this is for Alliance Wars only. Either way, overall this character is looking very nice. I think it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to be able to do. And because the Undying team right now is just a 3-piece team, we could once again use Symbiotes or Omega Red or Lady Deathstrike or some other character that is fast and also apply a lot of negative effects in order to take the Undying team to the next level, not only in Alliance Wars where they are already amazing, but also in other game modes like the new Avengers Tower and the new season of Cosmic Crucible. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll be live on YouTube and on Twitch whenever this character will be available, and we're gonna participate in the campaign and also doing some huge testing whenever the characters are available. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. Let me know in the comments below if this is a character that you are considering buying, or if you are just going to spend as many power cores as possible to get shards for him. Are you excited about the new member of the Undying team? Let me know all of that in the comments below. And as always, if you found the information on this video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Mouse Strike Force content. And I'll catch you guys later.